looks good. Whew. Whew. Hey, good evening, everyone. Dave Wilson of Results Staffing. Hey, I told you I always wanted to be on TED. Why not, right? They invited me on tonight, so it's live from TED, so TED Talk, right? Hey, tonight I wanted to talk to you real quick. I did a show earlier, and it was in reference to a lot of things about staffing, a couple different questions. Hey, Tim, son, how do you like the background, Tim? Pretty good, huh? You know, and I was on Tim Sowen's show here, and we talked about a couple different things, and I wanted to go over them again. Was what advice, would you have for the businesses going forward, especially in the Lehigh Valley where we're at? And what I liked to talk about was you need to really start educating the videos, processes of what you're doing to protect your employees. And what I mean by that is, especially in the logistics centers, if you're in there, have someone maybe video it. You don't have to do a whole show about it, but you can literally just show them, the process of a short video of the employee could be washing their hands, social distancing inside, going over to, with the forklift drivers, keeping a separate distance, scanning temperatures, but you need to show them, because a lot of the candidates they're scared. And if you blame them, they're scared. So you really need to put that video out there. You don't have to somebody doing a live video, but what you need to do, show them, educate them. Not just on a posting, this is what we're doing, or we're sending out an email. A lot of the companies, hey, we sent an email out. That's fantastic. How many people read them? Video is the way to go right now, because that's how you can get their attention right now. So that's just some of the things. Also, you're going to have to start thinking outside the box when it comes to maybe possibly just being a little lenient. This is for ideas to change maybe a shift up a little bit. Maybe just ideas. That's all this is ideas. Because with a lot going on with kids, the parents are going to have the single parents, the mom and dads, what are we going to do? One might want to work first shift. One might want to work second. We all know around the Lehigh Valley area here, it is tough. I mean, some of these shifts that they have, 5 in the morning till 2 or 3, and then the next parent has to come on. So really take that in consideration when you're having your morning meetings. I'm telling you, if you do not change something, if you are going to struggle, and that's as honest I can be, because I hear it every day between phone calls and candidates saying, why aren't you going to work? Well, I don't feel safe. I'm not going back right now. I have kids, so be sensitive. Also, HR always loves this, but let HR do their job. I'm sorry. Let the HR be out on the floor, maybe talking to the employees. Have another manager, have a person that comes in, like a grief counselor or anything like that, basically to just talk to people, walk around, ask them how they're doing, and feel what they're going through. You got to put yourself in their shoes, because that's what, that you don't do. We all don't do. Because again, they could be worried about their child, who's going to be in the school, who is going to be doing that. They're the kind of things that you want to look at. And maybe even, I know you're not going to want to hear this, but I'd add a couple, 1 or 2 points to your point systems. I'm just telling you, if you want to try to do something there that's going to help out, and don't fire somebody or let them go because they're a half a point over, try to look at it as come up with some processes of what you want to do, because there's going to be people late. I can see it already. I've been in staffing long enough. So that's just a couple of them. And just one other thing, and I really want to emphasize this, especially when it comes to the staffing agencies. All right. I'm not going to take on an account that's going to send the employees home. Not going to happen. Because if you tell me, right, that you need 60 employees within 3 days, it's not going to happen. It is not going to happen. And then when you bring them in for 2 days and then you send them home, guess what you just did? And this is a straight advice to some of the companies, is because if you send them home for 2 days, they're not coming back. They might as well stay on unemployment. So a lot of these things, I'm going to go off script. A lot of these things you're going to have to look at. I know I'm going to get all worked up, Tim. This is where it starts. Think about it. They're upset as it is. Now you're going to bring them in. Now think about this, the new workforce. This is a total different workforce that's going to come this next month. You know it, and I know it. They are not going to be used to going to work if it's temporary and being sent home and only collecting 20 hours in that first week. Sorry. Go ahead and do it. It's not going to work, because I can tell you that I've talked to a couple of people today, and that's why they won't go to a staffing company right now, because they're only going to give them 20, 25 hours a week, and they might as well stay home and make unemployment. So if I was you, I would find a way to push a broom, clean the warehouse, clean anything of your offices or any type of industries. Keep them busy, because if you don't, you know what's going to happen. You are going to call the agencies all the time, just like ourselves, and you're going to go, I need another 10, I need a 20. But you better have 30 to back that 20 up, because half of them are going to be gone. So that's enough on that one. See, that's how I go on that. So the next discussion that I wanted to talk about, if I would have had this right, Tim, is, and the figures are on the floor. Okay. What can you do to try to make yourself stand out right now? Right? That's a loaded question too, because what you need to do right now is, first of all, get your resume up and going really well. Get it going. You know, if you don't know how to build a good resume, listen, the career links are still open. You can call them. There's people that will help you. Reach out. Google, YouTube, great tools. LinkedIn page, your LinkedIn page. Straighten your LinkedIn page up, you know. Go on there and look at other people's. That's what I do. Mine's not perfect, but you need to go ahead and do something on LinkedIn for all types of industries. All right. So that is there. And also the social media. Tim, I've said this before, is if you're applying for work, this is as straight as it can be, is you need to polish up your social media, especially when you're searching for a job. Listen, we're all having fun, but employers do look at that stuff. They look at the social media pages, even if they tell you they don't. Because think about it, if it was your business, wouldn't you click on that to see what kind of postings that they're making? And then you decide from there. So really, before you start really looking for a job, you know, I'm just giving you some good advice there. Just clean that up. And the next part, you know, this is the most powerful part, is the video resume. Whew, here we go. If you are not taking advantage of the video resumes right now, think about it. It's free. First of all, we offer free, okay? That's the only way right now to get yourself in front of that employer. There's no other way. You are not going down to the career link. You're going to file online, right? How's that work for you right now? Because I'm going to give you an example. And Tim, we talked about this before. I had 400 some resumes. People aren't even clicking on the jobs that they're looking for. They're just click, 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 click. That's it. That's all they're doing. So your odds of getting that job or even being noticed about it, forget it. You know, I don't have the time to go through it. So the video resume is, the success rate is probably to get the interview with me, it's about an 80%. Now that was before the virus, but the corona, I would still bank on it that if we get that resume in front of the employer, if they're hiring. And the reason being is because, you know, you do 4 questions, right? Dress to impress, sit your laptop up, you know, and the questions that are asked, I give you a lot of time, and they're fun. You know, they're fun questions. So you can ask Melissa. Melissa came over here to the office and she was hysterical. She's like, I can't do this. And I said, I'm not listening. But she did great and she got the job in Bethlehem. So, but the hiring manager gets to see your personality. They get to see the real you. So when I tell people, listen, I don't like doing videos at all. If you think this is easy, you can ask Tim on here. He'll tell you. When you're on doing a video right now, being live, you do not know what you're going to say. Your papers go all over the place, and then you don't watch the video anyway. But don't overthink it when you're doing it. I give you 6 to 7 retakes, right? So I don't like that one. I don't like that one. Then when you're done, submit it. But this is the best part. It's in the non-PDF form. So that means right now that everybody's home, I mean, what is it, 9 o'clock at night? That is where I can go ahead and send those resumes to personal resume emails off of LinkedIn, or it doesn't even matter because I'll find your email address. I no longer have to bother HR directors. No more HR directors. I'm not coming to your sites no more. You have enough work to do. So the hiring manager, everybody can get that. And then the best thing I like about it also is you'll know when they open it. That's what I like. And then it disappears also after 7 days from their email address. So that protects myself and it protects the candidate. So I can tell when they open it. Again, I can't promise you the job. I don't promise you the job. I can get you the interview because I don't know how well you interview. And if you need help, I'm here at the office to help you. So think about that. Your video gets in front of the hiring manager. And guess what? If they've never seen the video before, they're going to love it because, and then think about it when you're going into the interview, they're already going to know who you are. So the ice, it's kind of been broken. You're a little bit more relaxed because they know you, especially, and real quick, I'll end it, especially with this. Some people have 3 to 4 pages resumes. I'm like, whoa, how do you say all that in an interview? Slow down. This is where it works great for like one question at the end, tell us something about that we don't know about you that's on the resume or even that is on there. This is your time, right? Your time to let all the other skill sets out that you have, because I'm just telling you, I don't know about you, who's ever interviewed before, but when you got 3 to 4 pages, it's like reading a book. So I'm not telling you to change it because it might work for you, but the video resume gets your message out there. So that's got to be the most important thing. So please, if you are interested, which Tim, I did have a young lady reach out, Cody, we're going to be working, and she's a project manager, and I'm going to try to help her get a job. And if you do the homework that I send you, top 5 places you want to work, right? The distance you want to drive. What's your minimal salary? Listen, what I tell candidates in the job, the new workforce coming out, right? You might have to accept a different type of job. All right. There's reality right now, because I'm not going to sit here and make it up and say you're going to find a job within a week or 2. But here's the job you might want. Say you were in management, right? But then there's this job that you see a lead in another new company, right? And you're like, I'll work my way back up if you have to start over. So that's the example. What you want and what you can get. Same thing with your salary. Listen, I want to make $80,000 a year, but I'm willing to take 65, knowing that in 2-3 years, you might be able to get right back up where you're at. You got to sit back, and there's reality right now. Now, you could be some of the few that really there's a lot of jobs right now in the logistics, medical, IT, transportation. There's still jobs out there for that. But the special skills are really going to take a hit on this for looking what you had and what you're going to get. So there are some of the things that I always like to talk to you about. One more thing. Sorry, I got to say this. Your job postings. This goes out to some of the staffing companies out there and some of the other companies. I've told it before over and over, and this one just I'll tell you what, I wanted to jump out of my seat today. This was it. It was, oh, come on down, $17.10 an hour, right? No interview, no background checks, no drug screen. Whew. Now, if that's not a selling point. So then I looked into it. This person, and she knows who she is because I got this streamlining order. This person is in South Carolina. Some people don't know that. But see, some people don't know that who's the admin on certain pages in the Lehigh Valley. That's a good point. So if you don't know who that admin is, right, on those pages that everybody sends to get approved, think about that. Because when I found out what company it was that did this, I'm not going to call them out yet. I won't call them out yet. But I'm going to remove those posts and not approve those. See, I already gave it away that I'm an admin on some of them. So be very careful of what you're posting. Be honest with the people. Put a picture, not just come on down, and that's for the logistic areas. But if you're doing, like right now, I'm looking for some diesel mechanics. Put a nice photo of some diesel mechanics and learn how to post the jobs. Make it sell the company, sell the job why you want me to come there and work, not just the brand of the company. If I was allowed to say, let's just say I love using Coca-Cola and Pepsi. If I was allowed to say on a Facebook Live saying, hey, come on down, Coca-Cola's hiring, right? A lot of people in their mind, wow, Coca-Cola. See what I'm saying? It's just like right now over in Brenningsville, Nestle Waters, great company, right? This is what I do normally during the day. I would be sitting there with my live video. Hey, everybody, it's Dave Wilson of Results Staffing. Guess where I'm at? I'm over here in Brenningsville, Pennsylvania. Guess what? Forklift drivers are paying $17 to start, but $22.90 after 180 days. And guess what? The benefits are great. 12-hour shifts, right? A lot of overtime right now. It's water. You know the place is safe, right? And it's Nestle. So if you're working down the street only making $13, $12 even, why not come over here for 17 and then make 21? Do you see the power of video of that? That's what I was always doing. I mean, I haven't been outside to do that, but Nestle Waters, you're a forklift driver. Why would I want to work for $13 an hour when I can go make 17 or $22.90 after 180 days? So on that note, really think about how you're putting out your job posts and do a video. There's just so many excuses right now. God, I'm going into 21 minutes. There's so many excuses right now that you can't find people. The people are there. You just have to either, again, educate them, show them what you're doing. Listen, because if you don't do this, you know how you're going to get them back to work? Seriously, get this. This is the honest truth, and I'm going to go. The way you're going to get to go back to work is you're going to pay them what they're making on unemployment right now, and you better raise that up. Simple. Think they're making $600. Everybody's making what? $600 a week plus some of their regular unemployment. So think about that. Now I know it's not going to last forever. It's not. About 4 months, and some people haven't gotten the $600 extra, but it's coming. So you got to convince me now why I should come and work for you. It's going to be your choice. I'm just being so honest that if you do not listen, I know every day I check on social media how the companies are doing. And let me tell you, for those who know me, I do. I can tell you who's posting, all the top 40. Who's posting, who is not. Well, we can't find anybody. Yes, you can. It might take you 4 hours to find 2 people, but you can find them. So that's just some of the things I like to share for you. And I better get going. It's 23 minutes. So on that note, everybody, have a great night. And the show's only going to get better and better. We got some special guests coming up, and I'm learning from Mr. Tim Sowen. You're going to be coming on. And he's a great guy. And this is just a great tool that you want to utilize and start doing some broadcasting yourself, live videos, and the people will really get to know you and trust you. All right. Everybody have a great night.